Hey, Dad, do you have any bad economic news I can do for my channel? Hey, Telly.
Oh, man, she's so sweet.
Do you have any bad economic news I can use for my channel?
Gas prices are down, stocks are up. Go Trump, go!
Do you two ladies have any bad economic news I can share on my channel?
Nope. Affordability's up. It's plenty of grain for the birds.
Affordability's a new word.
Tons of quails, curve-billed thrashers, and cardinals.
You don't
and
agree with that.
goldfinches.
What about you, Maya?
Oh, she told me. She's like, pets are up, the economy's good.
Do you have anything I can tell you? I need some news. Did you watch the new How Money Works or something?
Merry Christmas from myself and the entire Big A channel. I sincerely appreciate anybody that watched this content this year. It means a lot to me. This is a very fulfilling project. We did a clip a day, and now today on Christmas, I'm recording here at my family's house in Arizona because I don't want the editors to have to scrape through and find some react from 8 months ago. Okay, I wanted to talk to you real quick. And, it's gonna be a little sappier today, so bear the hell with me. Not that I don't have some insane economic news. Look, the GDP report I have to talk about, the Epstein stuff I've talked about. I think it's absolutely insane that they made it so you can copy paste the redacted parts into a different document and see what they were. And my understanding is that's because months ago, Elon Musk and Doge cut the Adobe Acrobat Pro bill, so they have the default version. So now they don't have the right redaction software. So everyone's copy pasting this insanely important document and finding the truth about. I mean, I guess good for the world, but insanely incompetent. But not the point of this video. I actually want to get a little more serious. I've been thinking about something. I have spent some time with family and friends and loved ones recently here in Arizona, and also I've been seeing different patterns play out among extended family, and the ones that have stayed close and the ones that have drifted away, and the ones that are more bitter and the ones that are more happy, and it reminds me of something that I learned a long time ago and have seen reinforced again and again and again throughout my life. If you flash back to the 1930s, no, this is going to make me sound really old. This is not my life. If you flash back to the 1930s, Harvard did a study on happiness called the Gantt study, where they found 300 men, and they were only men, because at the time they didn't care about women's happiness. I think it applies to both, but a little funny quirk. So they tracked 300 men throughout their entire lives. And I mean their entire lives, decades and decades. Every few months they would check in, and they followed them through highs and lows and divorce and marriage and career success and career failure and alcoholism and cancer and every possible outcome a life could have, including insane ones. Like one of them went on to become president and then was assassinated. Literally, JFK was part of this study group. And they found some surprising takeaways. What you might think is that the biggest predictor of happiness would be social class, or genes, which were factors, wealth, or whether you got married or not, or all these things we think of as like the key predictors of if I have these, I'll be happy. And I'm not saying none of those matter, because they all did. They were all factors. But by far, the largest predictor of happiness, and the way the study phrased this I think is so beautiful that stuck with me, is the depth and quality of your human relationships. That was the number one predictor. And when I first heard this study, I was much younger, and I didn't care at all. I say a lot of this ironically now, but I used to be more of like a Sigma grind set kind of guy. I was like really on my grind, and I figured that's the type of sappy stuff people say. And then I've had moments in my life where I had material success, but I felt like I had neglected the quality of my relationships, my friends and my family. And it was the emptiest shit you can imagine. Some other quote stuck with me. I don't even remember who said this, but it was like, anything you achieve by yourself is written in pencil. And then when you have someone to share it with, it becomes chiseled in stone. And that is so true. It means it's so hollow if no one else cares. We're just such social creatures, humans. And so I'm not saying, if you're in a lonely spot right now, I'm not saying this to make you feel bad. I really am not. I'm more talking, I think, to a situation we all often find ourselves in, where there's like a branching path, where you have two choices on something you could do. And one of them will increase the depth or quality of your human relationships. It would be to spend time with someone you care about, or your significant other, or your family, or your friends. And then the other path is chasing any one of those myriad of other factors that we all put so much importance on. And I don't know. Again, each individual's life is unique. And maybe there is a time when you should have really locked in on that promotion or that job or whatever. I'm not going to tell you I don't know what to do for every situation. I'm saying this. When in doubt, I have found over and over and over again that if you don't know which one to pick and you pick the one that prioritizes the human relationships, you won't regret it. Never. You often regret the second one. You never regret the first one. It's such a balance. It's such a balancer. No matter what you lose out on, you feel something as a human being when you put that extra, I don't know, compounding interest into a relationship. It adds up. It adds up in ways you don't think about. And looking around, you know, you guys call me old. I don't think I'm old, but every year I get older, the relationships I've had that have lasted a long time mean something. They mean a lot. They mean more than anything you could ever buy. and so I maybe this is obvious to you, but to me, I want to say it because it's like all that matters in life. It's the thing that matters the most. And on this Christmas, you know, instead of talking to you about how the GDP numbers fudged, I wanted to mention this one lesson that sounds kind of simple, but has stuck with me and has informed my decisions. And I can't even tell you I've learned it yet. I make this mistake all the time, but the more I've prioritized and thought about it, the more fulfilling it is. So that's that. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching this content. You know, there's another thing that sticks with me about what makes a job fulfilling. They said that one of the key predictors of a fulfilling job is feeling like another human cares about the work you're doing. Just that's it. Doesn't have to be good or bad. It could be an evil job, like probably this is. I'm poisoning the minds of the youth. But as long as another human being is like looking at your work and cares, it makes such a difference in your fulfillment and happiness. And I've worked jobs. I specifically remember when I managed like email marketing at Twitch. Nobody cared. Nobody. There's nobody at the company or in the world who cared when I put in the extra effort to add like a graphic on nobody cared. It was so, I felt like I was doing it into the void. And, you know, I've had different experiences in jobs, but this one specifically, I get the feedback from people where maybe you discussed a Big A video with your family and it made you closer to your dad or your mom, or somebody brought their mom to the live show and introduced me and said, yeah, we talk more because of Big A. That stuff matters a lot to me. That makes this job fulfilling in a way that just sending out brain rot signals into the world, which is what I'm kind of doing, would normally not be. I'm rambling a bit. It's Christmas. Forgive me. I hope you take away from something from that. And if you don't, I'll be back tomorrow with more economic news. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Have a great Christmas. Text your parents if you're not with them, and give them a hug if you are. Bye.